Hosea chapter 4. Attention all Israelites. God's message. God indicts the whole population. No one is faithful. No one loves. No one knows the first thing about God. All this cussing and lying and killing, theft and loose intimacy, sheer anarchy, one murder after another. And because of all this, the very land itself weeps, and everything in it is grief-stricken, animals in the fields and birds on the wing. Even the fish in the sea are listless, lifeless. But don't look for someone to blame. No finger pointing. You, priest, are the one in the dock. You stumble around in broad daylight, and then the prophets take over and stumble all night. Your mother is as bad as you. My people are ruined because they don't know what's right or true. Because you've turned your back on knowledge. I've turned my back on you priests. Because you refuse to recognize the revelation of God, I'm no longer recognizing your children. The more priests, the more sin. They traded in their glory for shame. They pig out on my people's sin. They can't wait for the latest in evil. The result, you can't tell the people from the priests from the people. I'm on my way to make them both pay and take the consequences of the bad lives they've lived. They'll eat and be as hungry as ever, have intimacy and get no satisfaction. They walk down on me, their God, for a life of rutting with whores. Wine and whiskey leave my people in a stupor. They ask questions of a dead tree, expect answers from a sturdy walking stick. Drunk on intimacy, they can't find their way home. They've replaced their God with their genitals. They worship on the tops of mountains, make a picnic out of religion. Under the oaks and elms on the hills, they stretch out and take it easy. Before you know it, your daughters are whores and the wives of your sons are sleeping around. But I'm not going after your whoring daughters or the adulterous wives of your sons. It's the men who pick up the whores that I'm after. The men who worship at the holy whorehouses, a stupid people ruined by whores. You've ruined your own life, Israel. But don't brag, Judah, down with you. But don't drag Judah down with you. Don't go to the intimate shrine at Gilgal. Don't go to that sin city, Bethel. Don't go around saying, God bless you, and not mean it. Taking God's name in vain. Israel is stubborn as a mule. How can God lead him like a lamb to open pasture? Ephraim is addicted to idols. Let him go. When the beer runs out, it's intimacy, and more intimacy. Bold and sordid debauchery. How they love it. The whirlwind has them in its clutches. Their intimate worship leaves them finally impotent. Hosea chapter 5. Hosea chapter 5. Listen to this, priests. Attention, people of Israel. Royal family, all ears. You're in charge of justice around here. But what have you done? Exploited people at Mizpah, ripped them off on Tabor, victimized them at Shittim. I'm going to punish the lot of you. I know you, Ephraim, inside and out. Yes, Israel, I see right through you. Ephraim, you've played your intimate and religion games long enough. All Israel is thoroughly polluted. They couldn't turn to God if they wanted to. Their evil life is a bad habit. Every breath they take is a whore's breath. They wouldn't recognize God if they saw me. Bloated by arrogance, big as a house, they're a public disgrace. The lot of them, Israel, Ephraim, Judah, lurching and weaving down their guilty streets. When they decide to get their lives together and go off looking for God once again, they'll find it's too late. I, God, will be long gone. They've played fast and loose with me for too long, filling the country with their bastard offspring. A plague of locusts will devastate their violated land. Blow the ram's horn, shofar in Gibeah, the bugle in Ramah. Signal the invasion of Sin City. Scare the daylights out of Benjamin. Ephraim will be left wasted, a lifeless moonscape. I'm telling it straight. the unvarnished truth to the tribes of Israel. Israel's rulers are crooks and thieves, cheating the people of their land, and I'm angry, good and angry. Every inch of their bodies is going to feel my anger. Brutal Ephraim is himself brutalized, a taste of his own medicine. He was so determined to do it his own worthless way. Therefore, I'm pus to Ephraim, dry rot in the house of Judah. When Ephraim saw he was sick, and Judah saw his pus-filled sores, Ephraim went running to Assyria, went for help to the big king. But he can't heal you. He can't cure your oozing sores. I'm a grizzly charging Ephraim, a grizzly with cubs charging Judah. I'll rip them to pieces. Yes, I will. No one can stop me now. I'll drag them off. No one can help them. Then I'll go back to where I came from until they come to their senses. When they finally hit rock bottom, maybe they'll come looking for me. Hosea chapter 6. Come on, let's go back to God. He hurt us, but he'll heal us. He hit us hard, but he'll put us right again. In a couple of days, we'll feel better. By the third day, he'll have made us brand new, alive and on our feet, fit to face him. We're ready to study God, eager for God knowledge. As sure as dawn breaks, so sure is his daily arrival. He comes as rain, comes as spring rain, refreshing the ground. What am I to do with you, Ephraim? What do I make of you, Judah? Your declarations of love last no longer than morning mist and pre-dawn dew. That's why I use prophets to shake you to attention. Why my words cut you to the thick, to wake you up to my judgment blazing like light. I'm after love that lasts, not more religion. I want you to know God, not go to more prayer meetings. You broke the covenant just like Adam. You broke faith with me, ungrateful wretches. Gilead has become crime city. Blood on the sidewalks, blood on the streets. It used to be robbers who mugged pedestrians. Now it's gangs of priests assaulting worshippers on their way to Shechem. Nothing is sacred to them. I saw a shocking thing in the city of Israel. Ephraim worshiping in a religious whorehouse, and Israel in the mud right there with him. You're as bad as the worst of them, Judah. You've been sowing wild oats. Now it's harvest time. Amen.